April 13, 2023, at 7 a.m., South Korea's radar detected a Chinese commercial ship in the Yellow Sea that was following its routine route toward Fujian. However, just a few hours later, the same ship was detected approximately 700 kilometers away in the East China Sea. Interestingly, the ship's cargo did not consist of commercial containers, but rather hundreds of Chinese soldiers, helicopters, missiles, and tanks. This raises two important questions. First, how did a single ship manage to travel such a long distance in just a few hours? And secondly, why was military equipment being transported on a commercial ship instead of a Chinese Navy warship? The answer to these questions is that this seemingly ordinary ship is in fact China's most dangerous and secret weapon against Taiwan. This ship is a masterpiece of technology and strategic planning. Such ships are known as roll-on, roll-off ships, or Ro-Ro ships in short form. These ships were first developed during World War II, when the German army had surrounded France, and 400,000 Allied troops were rescued using these types of ships. They are called roll-on, roll-off, because they are equipped with multiple ramps, allowing military trucks and tanks to be loaded onto the ship quickly and efficiently, and then offloaded just as easily at any location. Many navies around the world operate Ro-Ro ships, but no other country's Ro-Ro ships match the speed and capacity of China's ships. This ship is known as Bohai Hengda. This single ship is capable of carrying around 300 tanks and trucks, and they can be offloaded at any shore or port within just a few hours. In the event of an attack on Taiwan, this ship could play a very critical role. Firstly, because it closely resembles a commercial ship, the Taiwanese military may hesitate, fearing they might mistakenly strike a civilian Chinese ship. Secondly, these ships can deploy thousands of Chinese soldiers, tanks, and even helicopters on any Taiwanese shore within just a few hours. So while China's navy keeps Taiwan engaged on the Western Front, these Ro-Ro ships could allow China to infiltrate Taiwan from another direction and gain control more easily from within. But is attacking and occupying Taiwan really that easy for China? If it's really that easy, then why hasn't China attacked Taiwan yet? What has held China back? The answer is USS Puller, an American ship that can essentially be described as a floating base. This is the very ship that enables the United States to maintain control over the entire Pacific Ocean. The USS Puller was specifically designed to help the US Project Power across the Pacific, because the greatest threat to America lies across this ocean. China, North Korea, and Russia are all located on the other side. We recently created a video about America's geography, in which we explained how being so distant from the rest of the world has been highly beneficial for the US. From the beginning, America understood that in order to become a world power, it had to control the Pacific Ocean. Only then could it remain safe from external attacks. Now, the Pacific Ocean is vast, and in order to control it, America needs multiple bases at sea, where it can station its troops, tanks, missile systems, and other military equipment. All the equipment and supplies required for war are referred to in military terms as logistics. In any war, logistics determine how and when a military operation will take place. The larger and more distant the operation, the greater the logistical support it requires. During the Cold War, when tensions between the US and the Soviet Union were at their peak, America built interconnected military bases throughout Europe, from Italy to Germany. This was to ensure that if the Soviet Union launched an attack, the US could quickly coordinate with European forces and push the Soviets back using these logistical networks. After the Cold War, the strategic focus shifted westward. The Pacific Ocean replaced Europe in terms of geopolitical importance. To counter the influence of China, North Korea, and Russia, the US established military bases in Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines. Additionally, the US also maintains military bases on Guam and Hawaii. However, the vast distances between these bases make it extremely difficult for America to provide rapid logistical support to regions like Taiwan or South Korea. To address this challenge, the US developed a new class of ships called ESB, meaning Expeditionary Sea Bases, also known as floating bases. To understand how powerful and massive ESBs are, consider this. If an aircraft carrier is referred to as a sea-based airbase, then an ESB is considered a port within the sea. From these ships, not only can military helicopters be launched, but also missiles and even small drones. Beneath the main deck, there's a garage the size of a football stadium, housing hundreds of state-of-the-art ships that can be deployed into the sea whenever needed. Moreover, the storage capacity of an ESB is so vast that a single ship can carry up to 11 million gallons of cargo. This means the US can deliver logistics to its various bases across the Pacific Ocean through these ships. ships. But that's not all. These ships also serve as America's central command and control hubs in the Pacific Ocean. Thanks to highly advanced aviation and communication systems installed on board, all military communications and strategic operations across the region are transmitted through these ESBs to other American bases. Currently, the US has 5 ESBs, and according to some online sources, at least 4 of them are consistently stationed in this region of the Pacific Ocean. This allows the US to maintain a close watch over its bases and adversaries in East Asia, making it far more difficult for China to launch a sudden and successful attack on Taiwan. However, it's not just these ESBs that make seizing Taiwan difficult for China. There are also several critical geopolitical and geographic factors that prevent China from easily taking control of the island. So what exactly is stopping the world's largest military from taking over a small island? Clearly, just 4 ESBs alone can't stop the most advanced military power in the world. There are certainly other complex factors that have made the China-Taiwan conflict such a complicated issue. In the end, it is advanced military logistics that will determine who controls the world next. But this race to dominate logistics might just become the very reason for our world's end. These are all the sources we consulted while making this video. If you enjoyed the video, please follow this page. It really motivates us to create more content like this. See you in the next video with another exciting topic. Take care.